Welcome, respected friends, sadhakas, salutations, and hearty, deep appreciations for your making it possible to attend satsanga on this profound, beautiful shastras throughout the day, especially this evening session on Sri Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayam, not a simple small text in its size as well as content, heavy loaded for the head brain. Yet you are making it. It shows the sadhaka in you is in a good state. It shows the sincerity in you. Continuing this with faith in God Guru will invoke their grace, with which not only this Shastra we are able to study without obstruction, but also we will be able to understand the message given in it, take it to the heart, and use it from there for our own spiritual evolution and emancipation. With full wishes and prayers, it should happen for all of us. Remember all the 12 Vyaktitvas, Lokaseva, Dharmasthavana, Viragitva, Bhaktatva, Shishyatva, Mumukshutva, Jignasutva, Shrotrutva, Sadhakatva, Prayatnashilatva, Preranayukta, Shanta Vyaktitva. In fact, in this Shastra, first Vairagya, then Mumukshu, then how to understand the world and reject it in the Utpatti and Sthiti and Upashama, then how to get Moksha in Nirvana Prakarana. All of that will be taught to us slowly, steadily. Now, these 12 traits or Vyaktitvas of ours are strengthened by our association regular with full devotion, faith, prarthana, upasana. To Shruti Mata, Shruti Smriti Purana Ityasa, to Guru, Tattva, Parampara, Swaguru, our Acharyas, elders, to all Adhisthana Devatas inside, outside in the world, to the Adi Parashakti Mata, then the one and only, the Jagadishwara, Parameshwara, Sarveshwara, and then the substratum itself, the truth, the Parabrahman. We are studying Sri Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayam, Prathama Vairagya Prakaranam. Although we have seen the 26th Sarga, even last shloka, last 3 or 4 slokas again, we will browse through before we enter into the 27th Sarga. In the 27th Sarga, the topic is very big. Nisreyasa Prapti Virodha Anithyatha Prasanga. Means when we are pursuing the moksha, whatever the obstructions for the moksha, all of them are proved to be, or discussed to be, or analyzed to be, or understood to be not even real. Then why? By running behind them, we deny our own Nisreyasa, means moksha. So Nisreyasa Virodhi Bhava Anithyatha Pratipadanam. Nisreyasa is moksha. Nisreyasa Virodhi, which is what? Our own life of samsara. And samsara starts from manobhavanas only. All of them are anityata, non-real, unreal, non-eternal, perishable. This is what is pratipadita, so that anything opposite to the nishreyasa or the moksha, we understand it to be impermanent, then keep them away. Same thing is taught to us in Mandukya Upanishad in the second prakarana called as Vaitathya Prakarana. Let us see what Lord says. So we'll do those 4-5 verses of 26th Sarga once more. Then 27th Sarga, completely we make a chanting like every time we do. Then we go to the study of few shlokas as the time permits. Start with prayers. Let these 2 hours of ours, where we spend in the study of Yoga Vashtama Ramayana, followed by Shivananda Lahari study, followed by the Narayaniyam Parayanam, followed by Tripura Rahasya Parayanam. This is the time for our tapasya, in which we try to bring our senses here. We make our body stably seated at one place. We try to bring our mind at its emotions gathered. We use our intellect to contemplate. We add to our samskaramaya kosha, the jnanam, wisdom. We surrender our ego to Paramatma. We are fulfilling because we are studying Shastras. We are in touch with the great rishis like Vaashishtha, Valmiki, VISHWAMITRA, and directly Bhagavan Rama. We are doing contact of him. In so many ways, in these 2 hours, we are doing our sadhanas. So, to great saints like Adi Shankara Bhagavan or Narayana Bhattatriji, entire Bhagavata Kathas. Yesterday we saw beautiful Prahlada Charitra, Nrsimha. So, what a beautiful thing it is. So, let us tell to ourselves, this is a good program, this is a useful one. Here, my heart becomes purified, filled with bhakti and jnanam, which alone is the savior finally. So, O mind, O intellect, O senses, please help me, please cooperate with me. ऐसे उनको समझाते हुए we have to be here for 2 hours to go through all our study. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanam Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhya. Om Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् एरिमे गुरुवे पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याता सर्वसत्शास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति पराङ्गतिम्. ॐ यद्वाक्यामृतपायिनां प्रतिपदं सत्यं सुधानीरसा यद्वाक्यार्थविचारणात् अभिमतः स्वर्गोऽपि कारागृहं यद्वाणी विशदात्मपूर्णमनसां तुच्छं जगत्तूलवत् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे. यस्यार्षं प्रतिता जगत्त्रयहिता सा वेदमाता परा यश्चक्रे तपसा वशे सुरगणान् अन्यत् सिसृक्षुर्जगत् तं बोधाम्बुनिधिं तपस्य मुकुटालङ्कार चिन्तामणिं विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं. श्रुत्या ब्रह्मैव रामः प्रकटितमहिमा येन तस्मै वसिष्ठः यः सीतां ब्रह्मविद्यामिव सदसि पुनः सत्यशुद्धां किलादात् यद्वाणी मोहमूलं शमयति जगत् आनन्दसन्दोहदोग्ध्री तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः. पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृत जलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये. ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुगदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तं ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः. श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थम् अस्मिन् क्षणे एव श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासोक्त साधना प्राप्ति तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां भक्तिज्ञानवेदान्तयोगादिमोक्षप्रक्रियाणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत्परम्पराणां पुनरुत्थानजागरणसमस्तविश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्वाध्यात्मिकप्रगतिशान्तिकल्याण एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्मसंस्थापनकार्ये कङ्कणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां भक्तशिष्यसाधकसेवकोपासक श्रेयोभिलाषिणाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्णायुरारोग्यैश्वर्यक्षेमस्थैर्यधैर्यवीर्यादि समस्तशक्तिसम्पदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर साधना सेवा शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञागादीनां द्वारा समस्त विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ स्थापन द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरे ये शत्रवः तेषां सर्वेषां समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं च अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नमध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओं श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणं प्रथम वैराग्य प्रकरणं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यत सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्मरन्ति शीघ्राय यस्मादानन्दस्याम्बरेवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यव भासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। षड्विंशः सर्गः। श्रीराम उवाच। Friends, in the last chapter, last prasanga in 26th Sarga, Bhagavan has introduced the presence of Paramatma and his Ananta Maya Shakti. He just goes on saying, in the power of that Maya Bhagavan only, all these are happening. So this has got the Mayam tu Prakrutim Vidyat, Mainam tu Maheshwaram, Indro Mayavihi Pururupayate. Like that, various Upanishad mantras are quoted, means explained here in this language. That it is Paramatma's Maya with which whole show of the world runs. So in that show we are placed. Whatever work we are given, if we do it and turn towards Him, we are safe in spite of this terrible world. Other thing is totally surrender to Him. He takes us away from this Maya Khela and makes us one with Him. We sit along with Him in the chambers, watch the tamasha of the world. Okay, these things have to enter into our heart very deeply, and that should become base for our living life in this world. Yesterday, in towards the last shlokas, we have seen them, but once more, if we see from the verse number 39 onwards, 5 shloka में देखेंगे 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. So the 39 is Parobhakarakarinyaah पर हरिपरितप्तया मुक्त एव सुखी मन्ये स्वात्मशीतलया धिया. See, Atma Dhiya. With Dhi made Shitala by one's own self-effort. So Atma Shitalaya Dhiya, who made their Dhi Shitala by their own efforts. And what is the Ushnata of the Buddhi? When it is in terrible Rajoguna. What are the Lakshanas of Rajoguna? Kama, Krodha, Raga, Dveshadi, Durguna, and they are born Papa Karma, Adharma Karma. With our Svatma Shitalata, when we make this Dhi calm and quietened, means removed all those Swarthadi, Kamanadi, then The other three things, the one who does. What are the other three? Parava upakara karini. The ones who are doing upakara to the others. As a human being, we have to do upakara, not apakara to others. Second, para ari paritaptaya. When others are in dukkha, we feel also dukhi. Third one, Buddha eva, who are awakened to the ultimate truth. These are the only ones, Sukhi Manye. I consider that they are really in true sense Sukhi Lok. So, Spuruna Kamana Rahitya, Para Upakara, Tapa in when others are suffering, therefore go and help them. Fourth one is awaken to the self. So, self awakened people remove the miseries of others, do the upakara to the others who have quietened their heart by removing all the rajoguna creating kama krodhadi. Such alone are sukhi in this world, not others. Now, is this not a very good teaching for us to become happy in this world? Should we not be thankful to Rama by accepting this knowledge and living up to it in our own interest? So beautiful shloka. So in a paropakara is concept. In what way we do, that is depending on our resources, abilities, our situations. So to parari paritaptaya tapa, anybody in dukkha, help them to come out of it. Then Buddha eva, all the time awaken to the Paramatma Tattva in theory, in practice, and in experience. Then स्वात्म शीतलया धिया who have ठंडे दिमाग वाले, जिनके दिमाग से गर्म करने वाले सारे दुर्गुण जा चुके हैं. राइट. सेम वे द 40th श्लोका उत्पन्न ध्वंसिनः काल बड़बानलपातिनः संख्यातुम केन शक्यन्ते कल्लोला जीविताम्बुधौ. In the jivita ambudha, in the ocean of life, okay, utpanna dhamsinaha, the things which are born, the things which are getting destroyed by the kala badavanala, by the time, by the volcano called as the time. So the whole life is the samudra, in that kala is the badavanala, and that badavanala is creating and destroying kallolas. And Sankhyatum Kena Shakyante. Who can count the things that are created in the Jivana Samudra by this Kala Badamanala? Good things, bad things, worse things, best things. What to talk about them? कोई उसका संख्यान counting नहीं कर सकते. Now this is a very consoling, important thought. कि why we get suffered in the life is only because of attachments. What we are attaching to are some things and beings. And what do you mean by attachment? They are the only source of happiness to me, greatest things. This is only wrong notion. Millions of greater things and beings are born and going in this world. Understood? So we need not be worried about if we are losing this. We always get better. There is always scope for it when we are doing our punya and positive things. तो एक तो ये काल अनंत चलता रहता है, giving both birth and death. General understanding. In the birth and death, the things born of the highest, greatest cadre, lowest also. Then none of them stay, all of them will perish. Second one. Therefore, you need not be worried about any one of them attached to it. Because definitely, even if you are worried, it is not going to stay. It will be destroyed also. Then as it came and going, better things also many come in life and go. So either flow with that flow of birth and death, means arrival and departure of all situations in the world, then you will be relaxed. Or come out of that ocean of jivana, establish in the truth which never gets born or dying, ajaha amritaha, then see the tamasha of kalpanika jagat getting born and dying, you don't get affected by it. किनारे में आ जाओ और लहरों के साथ तैरना सीखो. ये दोनों पॉसिबिलिटीज है जिससे हम शांति से रह सकते। ना किनारे में आ रहे हैं, अब वहां वो होने वाले और आने जाने वाले हर एक लहर पे डर रहे हैं और दुखी हो रहे हैं, तो वी कैन नेवर बी मिजर हैप्पी इन लाइफ। है ना दैट हिंदी सॉन्ग, ऊंचे नीचे नीचे ऊपर लहर चले जीवन की, लहर चले जीवन की। होंगे राह, ऐसा कोई गाना है जूता जापानी वाला। दैट वन सेंटेंस इज करेक्ट, दैट इज व्हाट इज सेड। So Bhagwan Rama must have seen that movie and Gana. Utpanna Dhamsinaha Kala Badabanala Patinaha Kallolaha Jivitambadau Kena Shakyante Sankyatum. Who can count? Sukha Dukkha Parampara, Lava Nashta Parampara, Jaya Parajaya Parampara, Shatru Mitra Parampara, Roga Arogya Parampara, Dhana Dhanahina Parampara, Janma Mrityu Parampara. अब कौन गिनेगा? Can anybody count the number of waves that are rising and setting in any ocean? Same. This is the way the life is. So broaden your buddhi to comprehend this knowledge and broaden your vision also to accept all this happening. With the upadhis, we are part of that flow. But anytime we have a choice to identify the Nirupadhika Tattva and stabilize our being, watch the flow of these things that are born and dying. That's what Bhagavan says. Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tavacha. Hey Arjuna. 4th chapter. Tani aham veda sarvani. Tam na vedha. So many lives are taken by you and me, Arjuna. You don't know them, I know them. Why do I know? Because I am not identified with one of any of these births. I am detached from it, like we chanted or we exhaustively said in Yoga Darshanam, in the today's sutras, earlier also. When we wean away from the present happenings or attachment to the present life, past and future, all of them will be knowing it, which shows that eternally the saga of life, the flow of ocean of life going on happening, in which so many tarangas come and go. Like when we are in the ocean, no? इवन बीच में कोई तरंग हल्का सा आकर टच करके एज इफ हमको प्यार कर रहा है, समथिंग इज कमिंग एंड कडलिंग अल्स, समथिंग इज कमिंग एंड गुदगुदी करती है, कोई आके ऐसे थप्पड़ मारती है, कोई तो पाँव से नीचे खींचते हैं हमको, कोई बड़ा लहर, कोई और पर ऊपर से चली जाती है, कोई भयंकर होता है. Have you seen the various लहर coming when we are in the ocean? In that beach में नहाने गए तो इस बार जाना प्लीज, वापस भी आना, हमको बहुत शास्त्र पढ़नी है. So this is what is जीवन तरंगा, जीवित अंबुदौ, the life named ocean. You can't avoid this. So when we accept the inevitability, 50% of the problems go away. The remaining 50 go away when we encash the freedom of being away from all of them by identifying the self. तो आत्म तादात्म्य नहीं है और स्वीकृति नहीं है जो होने का, then दुखी ही होंगे हम जीवन में. Good thought, very powerful. Next one. सर्व एव परामो नरामोहात् दुराशा पाशपाशिनः दोष गुल्मक सारंगाः विशीर्णा जन्म जंगले. जन्म रूपी जंगल में, जंगल is Sanskrit word, see, jangala, not a Hindi wala. Then it has entered into English. In English dictionary, our Sanskrit in the words, at least some hundreds are adopted. Like the jungle, the guru, the mantra, these are all their words adopted by them in English dictionary. So many. Anyway, that's not my subject. So in Janma Jangale, in the jungle of Janma, life, Sarva eva naraha. All human beings. Here compared with the deers. All human beings. Mohat. Be attentive, very important. Because of delusion, Durasha Pasha Pashinaha. Bound by the Pasha, the rope of Durasha. दुराशा को समझ लो क्या है वो, जो है ही नहीं उसके पीछे हम भाग रहे हैं। अब वो वस्तु ही नहीं तो उसमें से सुख कैसे मिलेगा? दैट इज वाई द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ मृग तृष्णिका. Trishnika is the one which removes the thirst, the water. Mruga is, it's only a Mruga, the Bevakuf deer, which runs behind it. What is that? There is no water, there is only mirage, reflection of sun. So how can that mirage water thirst, quench the thirst, when that itself is unreal? वो है ही नहीं तो फिर वो हमारा प्यास को कैसे बुझाएगा? This is called as Durasha Pasha Pashinaha. Pasha Pashi means bound by the rope. And what is the rope? Durash. In this Jagat, everything is Paramatma. Paramatma is the Ananda Swarupa. Then Ananda Swarupa Paramatma is in our own heart. Stay in it, you are eternally Moksha or Anandi. In this Jagat, everything is the Rupa Nama projected on Paramatma. That is not real. Are you searching Paramatma or are you searching Rupa Nama in the Jagat? If you search Paramatma, he is in your own self. As you search him there, he is available there in the Hridaya. उपलब्धि स्थान. अब उनको वहां पकड़ो तो हो गया मोक्ष. Other than him, the projected world of name and form are projections, are not real. How can when they are not real can give a sukha? कोई चीज सुख देना है तो पहले वो होना चाहिए ना. Not knowing it, when we run behind a projected world, it's called as durasha pasha pashana. So sarve naraha, all human beings, mohat, because of this delusion of ignorance and delusion. So Paramatma alone is real, not knowing it is ignorance. On the Paramatma, the name and form projected is called as delusion. And in that projected name and form, seeking happiness is called durasha. And that ties us as the rope and pulls us towards those things. And we run. So durasha pasha pashana naraha dosha gulma kaha sarangaha vishirna janva jangale. They are all like the saranga deers. Vishirna get destroyed by getting stuck up in a dosha gulmaka like the deers. So deer saw some eatable thing there. In that effort to procure that, it goes and gets caught up in whether it may be a bushes, it may be any creepers or any thorny bushes, कुछ भी हो, ये सारंग जाकर उसमें फंस कर विशीर्ण हो गया, मर गया. So we also manushas with our asha pashas in the life of dosha of papa punyadi, we are vishirnaha, get caught up and destroyed because of durasha pasha pashinaha, because of moha, because of ajnana. तो अज्ञान अज्ञान जनित मोह मोह जनित दुराशा पाश दुराशा पाश के कारण जो हम कर्म करते हैं उसी को दोष गुल्मक कहते हैं और उसके द्वारा जो मिला फल ही है विशीर्णा causing the destruction to us. Of this one shloka is how powerful, how truth. एक एक श्लोक में ही सारा सार हमको दिया जा रहा है. But do we have that stamina to listen, the ability to contemplate, the subtlety to understand, the wholeheartedness to accept them, the guts to live this wisdom? LIV, then we are crossing the limits or the bondages of life. तो उसको बढ़ाते जाना, एकदम होता नहीं, इसलिए करते करते जाते रहना धीरे धीरे. Every day listen, every day little bit think, समझो जब थक जाते हैं, take the help of bhakti, just be at the feet of the Lord, sing to bhajans, etc. for him. Then again, once refreshed, come to the Vedanta Vichara. In that, understand both Brahma, its Satyatva, Jagat and its Mithyatva. सत्य ब्रह्म खोज के निकलो, लिए निकलो और मिथ्या जगत को छोड़ो. बस. When Mithya Jagat is left, Jiva Bhava is left. When Satya Brahma is caught, then we become one with that Brahman. None of these sentences are untrue or said without any logic or Shastra quotation or authority. In सबका शास्त्र का authority है. Hundreds and thousands of Rishi Munis, they have experienced the truth. That thing should strengthen our conviction also. Then we should pursue only that. हो गया नारायण. Now the last two shlokas. संक्षीयते जगति जन्म परंपरासु लोकस्य तैरिह कुकर्मभिः आयुरेततु आकाशपादफलताकृत पाशकल्पं येषां फलं नहि विचारवितोऽपि विद्मः. Same thing put in another highly subtle poetic form. So sankshiyate jagati. Jagati sankshiyate. In the jagat getting totally destroyed. What is that? Etat ayuhu. The whole human life is getting wasted or destroyed. So jagati etat ayuhu sankshiyate. How? Janma paramparasu. In every janma, total life is wasted and destroyed. Taihi iha lokasya. By those people in this loka. So in this loka, by the people, through many of the janmas, born and dying, their whole life is wasted only. Sankshiyate ayu. In what? Kukarma bihi. Kukarma bihi. Two meanings of that is what? In bad activities. Second is, the action itself is bad. Morning class, Shvetashvatra Upanishad. If the karma is not for Antakarana Shuddhi, and if the Shuddha Antakarana is not used for Upanishad Adhyanam and Tattva Jnanam and gained moksha, and if the karma is done for any of the Bahya Phala Prapti, how much more noble that Phala appears to be, but all of that is binding only. Therefore, anything binding is Kukarma only. How can it be Sukarma? Therefore, at one level, Kukarma means Papa Karma, Dushta Karma, Adharma Karma. At other level, Punya Karma, Sat Karma also is Kukarma because that also gives a Janma Parampara. So, Kukarma bihi ayuhu sankshiyate. By all the Kukarmas, आयु का संक्षय हो रहा है जन्म परंपरासु. In every life, lokasya taihi, in this world of all those beings. Who are those beings? Very interesting thing. Huh? How the ayu getting destroyed also. Akasha padapalata kruta pasha kalpam. There is Akasha padapa. There is a tree in the space. And it has a lata, the creeper in that. And that lata is made as a pasha, the rope like a hanging के लिए जो यूज करते हैं. तो उस रोप को हैंग करके जो आकाश पादप है हम लटक कर मर रहे हैं. By the way, why are we interested in the Akasha Padapa? Because ki yesham phalam, because we are seeking the phala in that, the fruit of the tree. So trying to get the fruit of the tree, to the creeper we are getting bound or tied down or entangled or hanged with our neck, we are dying in every life. Now the pun in this shloka is what? First of all, there is no Akasha Vruksha. Vruksha hota hi nahi Akash. Like earlier shloka also, do you remember? Durasha, we have discussed na कि सर्व एव नरा मोहात दुराशा पाश पाशिनः, उसी का और एक तरह का तरीका बोलने का. तो when there is no tree only in the akasha, how can it give you the fruits? बट विचित्र बात क्या है ना, वो ट्री को फ्रूट्स नहीं है लेकिन लटकने के लिए लता है. लटक कर मरने के लिए. Why? Because you are hanging on to it, holding on to it. विचित्र बात है, जगत है ही नहीं है इसलिए सुख तो देता ही नहीं है. हाई करके भाग रहे हो ना, उस कारण से दुख देता है. एंड वाई दुख देता है? बिकॉज वी आर गोइंग अवे फ्रॉम द सोर्स ऑफ सुख, आवर ओन सेल्फ. So the logic is, the more we go away from our pure self, with regard to time, with regard to place, or in objects, we are going from away from ourself. Self's nature is anandam. So we are going from away from ananda. What do we get? We get dukkha only, no? Sukha opposite dukhi hai. जैसे अब you are going away from the light, you go near to the darkness only, है ना? In the winter, when you go away from the fire, you are becoming, getting cold only, na. ये बात समझ लेना. सुख स्वरूप आत्मा से दूर जाना ही दुख है, और आत्मा ही सुख स्वरूप होने के कारण दूर जा रहे हो, इसे सुख नहीं मिलेगा, दुख जरूर मिलेगा. हियर आल्सो आकाश पादप लता के पे लटक कर जन्म जन्म में हम मर रहे हैं. Meaning is what? The whole world is like Akasha Vriksha, unreal. Then in that the Phalarupi Sukha, how can you get? But for that Lata, trying to hold the Lata in which you are imagining the fruit, you are hanging yourself, you are getting caught up in that. Summary क्या है? इस जगत में वस्तु व्यक्ति रूप में किसी को भी हम पकड़े सुख पाने के लिए, वही हमारे दुख के हेतु है. Because that thing itself is unreal. How can give it sukha? Therefore, the expected sukha thwarted, therefore we become dukhi. दुख नहीं होने के सुख नहीं होने के कारण दुख नहीं देता जगत, दुख होने के कारण दुख नहीं देता जगत. फिर जो नहीं है सुख, उसका अपेक्षा कर कर डिसअपॉइंट होते हैं. दैट्स व्हाई वी बिकम दुखी इन द जगत. एंड व्हाई देयर इज नो सुख? बिकॉज द जगत इटसेल्फ इज अनरियल. But I am getting happiness. That is not Jagat ka. That is the Paramatma in that. Then why don't you touch the pure Paramatma himself in your own heart? That you are purely permanently sukhi. ये common sense उत्पन्न होना है. So संक्षीयते जगति, जगत में सम्यक क्षीण हो रहा है. जन्म परंपरासु, in every of the life taken birth, lokasya taihi iha, in this world by those people, kukarma bihi, by doing all the karma, ayuh eyata, the whole life is wasted. You want the phala, sukharupi phala, in that ayu, use it for paramatma jnana, definitely we become sukhi. But kukarma करके हम अपने आयु का क्षय कर रहे हैं. Why? आकाश पादप लता कृत पाश कल्पम. We are caught up by the lata of the padapa which is there in the akasha. Esha phalam nahi, जिसका फल नहीं है. Now the last line is very important. Vichara vidopi vidmaha. But those who are vicharavan, they understand intelligently. आकाश का पादप नहीं होता ट्री, उसका फल नहीं होता, therefore they don't seek it. Then where they seek the sukharupi phala, they seek in their own heart, in their own हृदय आकाश में. आत्मा परमात्मा के रूप में सुख रूपी फल ढूंढेंगे, मिलेगा वो. एक बार का हमने 4 दिन पहले इन और हृदय. It may take 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 lives. If you search, Atma and Sukha, Atma Rupi Sukha, will be obtained by us because it is there. But in the world outside, 10,000 lakhs crores of lives we spend, we will never get the permanent Sukha Shanti because it is not there. That example of that Buddhima, you remember? Some time back we saw, she was searching for a needle under that street light in front of her kutia. Going on, ढूंढ रही, अब मिल ही नहीं रहा हो. Then you, one very helper like you, went there. क्या ढूंढ रहे? She said a सुई को. He also started ढूंढिंग. घंटा 2 घंटा कितना छानबीन किया, नहीं मिला. Suddenly he got a thought. Then he asked her, where did you lose that needle? She said, oh अच्छा वो कमरे में मेरे कुटिया है ना उसके अंदर में. अगर होगा खो गई तो यहाँ क्यों ढूंढ रही है? वहां अंधेरा है, इधर थोड़ा रोशनी है, इसलिए मैं वहां ढूंढ रही हूँ. अब देखो, एग्जाम्पल लुक्स टू बी सो सिंपल और सिली, बट व्हेन विल शी गेट दैट नीडल हियर, even though it is so much light there? How many millions of years you have to search? Keep on searching, you will not get, क्योंकि it is not lost here. जहां खोए हो वहां ढूंढो, आज नहीं तो कल मिलेगा वो. So the sukha is in our own atma रूपा. अब उसको ढूंढो तो एक न एक दिन मिलेगा. The मिथ्या जगत में कैसे मिलेगा? Wonderful, no, this understanding. continuously changing, continuously perishing. Still, we hold on to the world, want to make it continuous and real, and expect it to be favorable to all of us. अरे महाराज जहाँ कहीं फेवरेबल था वो पूर्व जन्म का थोड़ा पुण्य था वो खत्म हो गया. Somebody is loving us, respecting us, गिविंग सम गिफ्ट्स और फूड. ये पूरे जन्म पुण्य का फल है. गफलत से किया हमने कोई अच्छा काम, इसलिए वो मिला. अब खत्म हो गया वो, फिर दोबारा नहीं मिलेगा. Seek permanent sukha in your own self. Why do you want a reflected sukha? That I'll be happy only when somebody says I love you. Murak, you love yourself first. We lost respect of our own self, love for our own self, identity with our own self. जो बंदा पागल होकर इधर उधर भटकता है ना, हम ऐसे ही हैं. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो जगति जन्म परंपरासु तैहि लोकस्य आयु एतत् कुकर्मभिः संक्षीयते. आकाशपातफलताकृत पाशकल्पम येषां फलं नहि विचारविदा अपि विद्मः. So for a wise person that fruit is not seen, therefore he will never go for it. Why? It is not there at all. For an otherwise person only out of his delusion, non-existing fruit is seen. So he goes on hanging over the tree and that padapa catches him and binds him. Thus whole ayu becomes wasted. Otherwise the human ayu should be used for finding that fruit in one's own self. Last sloka. अद्योत्सवोऽयं ऋतुरेष ततेह यात्रा ते बन्धवः सुखमिदं सविशेषभोगम् इत्थं मुधैव कलयन् सुविकल्पजालम् आलोलपेलमतिर्गलतीह लोकः. These sublime shlokas of different level. कितना मुश्किल होता है मुझे उसको एक्सप्लेन करने में. आई कैन टॉक उपनिषद मंत्र एंड ऑल, ये मुश्किल है. Also because it is first time we are studying it. Maybe 10-12 बार पढ़ो तो एक आइडिया आता होगा. So, like we have seen in Gita, 16th chapter, the Asura Lakshanas. Adya asmi, avijanavan asmi, konyosti sadrusho maya, yakshye, dasyami, modishye, iti ajnana vimohitaha. Idam adya maya lamdam. Imam prapsye manoratham. Idam asti. Idam api me bhavishyati punah dhanam. असो मया हतः शत्रुः हनिष्ये च अपरानपि ईश्वरोऽहम् अहम भोगी सिद्धोऽहम् बलवान सुखी. See how many ways that Asuri Sampada Vyakti expresses his arrogance. Bhagavan Rama says same here. And last line is what? कि सुविकल्प जालम आलोल पेलव मति गलती है लोके. यह लोके इन दिस वर्ल्ड गलती है मतलब पूरा गल कर पिघल कर he gets dissolved and dies. Whose mati is alola pelava mati. Alola is chanchala, pelava is meaningless. The people whose mind and intellects are chanchala because of the meaningless things, galati hai loke, they just yahan gal jate hain, they perish only. This is the main thing. आलोला पेलव मति यह लोके गलती. वो बंदा जिसका मति आलोल है और पेलव है. आलोला इज डिस्टर्ब्ड, पेलव इज हैंगिंग अराउंड द मीनिंगलेस थिंग्स. पेलव मीन्स जो रियल नहीं है, वो मीनिंगलेस नहीं है, सारहीन है, रसहीन है. आलोल पेलो जिसकी मति है, जिस वस्तुओं के ऊपर मति है, यह लोके इन ह्यूमन लाइफ गलती है. And how he does it? Adya Utsavaha. Today is the festivity. उत्सव में मेरा बर्थडे है या सक्सेसफुल हो गया हूं मैं या कोई लॉटरी लग गई या एमएलए बन गया, एमपी बन गया. आज 92 सीट्स का पोलिंग हुआ है. सो Adya Utsavaha. Ayam Rutuhu Eshaha. This is a beautiful Rutu. Rutu is season, means is a season of my success, season of my achievement. People are loving me, respecting me. Good opportunities are coming, I am succeeding in them. So, Adya Utsavaha, Ayam Rutuhu Eshaha, Tatha Iha Yatra. And see what a beautiful is my Jivana Yatra going on wonderfully. And Te Bandhavaha. So, these are my family members, friends, relatives, colleagues, है ना, the subordinates or seniors, ये सारे मेरे बंधु है. इदम सुखम सविशेष भोगम. See the sukha and bhoga I am having savishesha with specializations. So the great bungalow with all latest facilities, the different ACs, the sofas, savishesha bhogam, the kitchen, the eatable, the dining tables, the big home theaters, सविशेष भोगम. ऐड कर लो आप ही, मेरे को इतना ही पता है, मैं कहीं गया थोड़ी हूँ. ग्रेट व्हीकल्स, कार्स वगैरह, सविशेष भोगम. इत्थम, इन दिस वे मुधा एव कलयन, मुधा एवं व्यर्थ रूप से इन सबका कल्पना करते हुए इस सुविकल्प जाल माला, सुविकल्प जालम आलोलपेलोमति गलती लोकी. In that jala of the suvikalpata, this person gets destroyed, dissolved in it. Now, what is the meaning of the suvikalpa jalam alola pelo? Means these things people are having, no? What is said here? Utsavaha, Rutuhu, Yatra, Bandhavaha, Savishesha Bhogam, Sukham. अब देखो, हम दूर से देखते हैं तो दूर से पहाड़ साफ दिखता है, बगल के खेती में घास हरियाली होती है. अब each of these you are talking about utsava. Deeply ask those who are having these utsavas of, let us say, winning the seat MLA MP. That is very temporary. उसको उनको मेंटेन करना पड़ता है. More than winning that constituency में, he has the whole responsibility not for 1 hour today, 5 years to do that seva to that. अब कितना burden है देखो उसका. And it's a continuously war there. The opposition people are there, others are there. They try to pull you down वगैरह. किधर है उत्सव बताओ उसमें? Any other उत्सव also खत्म होने के बाद देखो कितना बड़ा बिल लगता है, उसका खर्चा लगता है. The temporary nature of them, you should catch it. है ना? It creates the scar and dent in the form of vasanas and all. That also. So Adya Utsavam, no, I am Rutuhu. Any Rutu, अच्छा है करके थोड़ा लंबा खींचा, 2 दिन ज्यादा हो गया गर्मी, इस बार गर्मी ज्यादा हो गई रे बाबा, 2 डिग्री ज्यादा हो गए. सो टू बारिश थोड़े ज्यादा हो गई, सारे हमारे घर जहाज बनकर तैरने लगते पानी में. देन शीतकाल ऋतु, सम विंटर सीजन्स, वो जकड़ कर रह जाते हैं, थोड़े दिन अच्छे लगते हैं. एंड इवन इफ यू एंजॉय इट, इट इज नॉट परमानेंट. एंड फाइनली क्या है, सारे उपाधि संबंधी भोग, नॉट निरुपाधि का आत्मानंद. नेक्स्ट वन, यह यात्रा, पीपल दोज आर डूइंग ऑल दीज यात्रास, पूछो उनको कितने मुश्किलात, कितना ट्रैवलिंग. बिकॉज ऑफ देयर एंथुसियाज्म दे डोंट से दैट they have gone through difficulty, but थोड़ा पकड़ के खींच के पूछो, दे टेल कितना दुख था वो करके. हाँ, दूर से ठीक लगता है. The co-travelers, the roommates, the food given, the place given to stay, the darshana obtained, the prasada obtained. अब पुजारी जी ने उनको तो बहुत बड़ा नारियल दिया प्रसाद में, मेरे को चौथा टुकड़ा दिया. अब कहाँ दुख है बताओ, सुख है बताओ. My roommate was snoring like a elephant only. Why didn't you roar like a lion then? You understood? I didn't get the room of my choice. फूड वाज नहीं था ठीक, सब ठीक था लेकिन मिठाई नहीं था. सब बढ़िया था लेकिन खर्चा बहुत हो गया. देखो बाबा, इन दिस वे याद देन बंधवाह, कौन बंधु खासकर इन कलयुग में निरंतर सुख देता है बताओ? देवे भी लेने का औकात नहीं होता हमको, बिकॉज आवर इंद्रियास मन बुद्धि cannot cooperate all the time. Same things which were giving sukha at one time start giving dukkha. 4 ice creams you eat, fifth one you will die only. I'm just telling. बंधवः, then इदम सविशेष भोगम, तो ये आइसक्रीम वाला एग्जाम्पल विशेष भोग में देना चाहिए. बंधवा मीन्स द फ्रेंड्स रिलेटिव्स, when they reduce their respect to us, when they start respecting others more than us, when they also expect from us which we don't want to give. किधर है दुख सुख इस वर्ल्ड में? ये सब क्या है ना, सुविकल्प जालम, a very nicely made jala or snare we only make for ourselves and we get caught up in that. इसमें इतने सारे लिस्ट में each one is caught in one, not necessarily everybody is caught in everyone, or everyone is caught in everyone in what one point, one time or the other of the life. So Rama says, who is free, who is happy in this world? इति in this way आर्षे वासिष्ठ महारामायणे वाल्मीकि वैराग्य प्रकरणे देव दुर्विलास वर्णनम. This is how the Devata Paramatma does his vilasa and gives us dukkha when we go away from him and get lost in his Maya Kruta Jagat. Iti Shadvimshaha Sargaha. हो गया? Now comes the 27th Sarga. We will do the chanting of it now only, spending those times we have. Then we do the study of it maybe tomorrow. How many shlokas? This is a big shloka wala chapter. Though it has got 41 shloka, the shlokas are little bigger ones. Okay? And I told you the name of this chapter is Nisreyasa Virodhi Bhava Anithyatha Pratipadanam. निश्रेयस का विरोध करने वाले सब चीजों का अनित्यत्व का प्रूव करना, प्रूफ. So therefore when it is anitya, why do you go for it? That is what is the purpose of this sarga. बढ़िया है. See, first round we have done up to 26 sargas. I to believe it's a dream come true. कब से था कि योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण देखना है. And smooth sailing so far. Though our discussion talks may not be as sublime as Rama is teaching, for the lack of time, lack of our abilities, background, etc. नहीं है, जितना है उतना तो देख तो रहे. मैं इस बात का खुश हूँ. सारे शास्त्र वैसे ही. Though throughout the day we study 6, 7, 8 of them, we may not be going in deep details, but at least we are browsing through. Maybe इसका वो 10 बार लगाए भगवान की कृपा से, we may get the depth of it. प्रभो कृपा करो, ये तपस्या आप ही करा रहे, इनको समझने का शक्ति भी आप ही दो, एंड अवॉइड होने का अनुग्रह भी आप दो, because this also it is your कृपा. Right? Let us start. ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम प्रथम वैराग्य प्रकरणम सप्तविंशः सर्गः. निश्रेयसा विरोधि भाव अनित्यता प्रतिपादन नाम सर्गः. सप्तविंशः सर्गः. श्रीराम उवाच. Big shlokas, little than the earlier ones. Om Shri Rama Uvacha. Saptavimsha Sargaha. Shri Rama Uvacha. Om Anyaccha Tatatitaram Ramye Manorame Cheha Jagat Swarupe Nakinchidayati Tadartha Jatam Yenati Vishranti Mupaiti Chetaha Balye Gate Kalpita Kelilole मनोमृगे दारधरीषु जीर्णे शरीरके जर्जरतां प्रयाते विदूयते केवलमेव लोकः जरातुषाराभिहतां शरीर सरोजनीं दूरतरे विमुच्य क्षणात् गते जीवितचञ्चरीके जनस्य संसारसरोवशुष्कं यदा यदा पाकमुपैति नूनं तदा तदेयं रतिमातनोति जराभरानल्पनवप्रसूना विजर्जरा कायलता नराणां तृष्णा नदी सारतरप्रवाह ग्रस्ताखिलानन्द पदार्थजाता तटस्थ संतोष सुवृक्षमूल निकाश दक्षा वहतीह लोके शारीरनौश्चर्म निबन्धबद्धा भवाम्बुधावालुलिता भ्रमन्ति प्रलोड्यते पञ्चभिरिन्द्रियाख्यैः अधो भवन्ते मकरैरधीरा तृष्णालता काननचारिणोमि शाखाशतं काममहीरुहेषु परिभ्रमन्तः क्षपयन्ति कालं मनोमृगानो फलमाप्नुवन्ति कृच्छ्रेषु दूरास्तविषादमोहाः स्वास्थ्येषु नोत्सिक्तमनोभिरामाः सुदुर्लभाः सम्प्रति सुन्दरीभिः अनाहतान्तःकरणामहान्तः तरन्ति मातङ्गघटातरङ्गं रणाम्बुधिं ये मयि तेन शूराः शूरास्त एवेह मनस्तरङ्गं देहेन्द्रियाम्भोधिमिमं तरन्ति अक्लिष्टपर्यन्तफलाभिराम न दृश्यते कस्यचिदेव काचित् कियात् क्रियादुराशा हतचित्तवृत्तिः यामेत्यविश्रान्तिमुपैति लोकः कीर्त्या जगद्दिक्कुहरं प्रतापैः श्रिया गृहं सत्त्वबलेन लक्ष्मीं ये पूरयन्त्यक्षतधैर्यबन्धाः न ते जगत्यां सुलभा महान्तः अभ्यन्तरस्थं गिरिशैलभित्तेः वज्रालयाभ्यन्तरसंस्थितं वा सर्वं समायान्ति ससिद्धिवेगाः सर्वाः श्रियः सन्ततमापदश्च पुत्राश्च दाराश्च धनञ्च बुद्ध्या प्रकल्प्यते तात रसायनाभं सर्वं तु तन्नोपकरोत्यथान्ते यत्रातिरम्या विषमूर्च्छनैव विषादयुक्तो विषमाम् अवस्थाम् उपागतः कायवयोवसाने भावान् स्मरन् स्वानिह धर्मरिक्तान् जन्तुर्जरावान् इह दह्यतेऽन्तः कामार्थधर्माप्तिकृतान्तराभिः क्रियाभिराधौ दिवसानि नीत्वा चेतश्चलद्वर्ह्नि बर्हिणपिच्छलोलं विश्रान्तिमागच्छतु केन पुंसः पुरोगतैरप्यनवाप्तरूपैः तरंगिणी तुंगतरंगकल्पैः क्रियाफलैर्दैववशादुपेतैः विडम्ब्यते भिन्नरुचिर्हि लोकः इमान्यमूनीति विभावितानि कार्याण्यपर्यन्तमनोरमाणि जनस्य जाया जनरञ्जनेन जवाज्जरान्तं जरयन्ति चेतः पर्णानि जीर्णानि यथा तरूणां समेत्य जन्माशु लयं प्रयान्ति तथैव लोकाः स्वविवेकहीनाः समेत्य गच्छन्ति कुतोऽप्यहोभिः इतस्ततो दूरतरं विहृत्य प्रविश्य गेहं दिवसावसाने विवेकि लोकाश्रय साधु कर्म रिक्ते हि रात्रौ उपैति निद्रां विद्राविते शत्रुजने समस्ते समागतायाम् अवितष्टलक्ष्म्यां सेव्यन्त एतानि सुखानि यावत् तावत् समायान्ति कुतोऽपि मृत्युः कुतोऽपि संवर्धिततुच्छरूपैः भावैरमीभिः क्षणनष्टदृष्टैः विलोड्यमाना जनता जगत्यां न वेत्युपायातमहो न पातं प्रियासुभिः कालमुखं क्रियन्ते जनैरकास्ते हतकर्मबद्धाः यैः पीनताम् एव बलादुपेत्य शरीरमादेन न ते भवन्ति अजस्रमागच्छति सत्वरैवम् अनारतं गच्छति सत्वरैव कुतोऽपि लोला जनता जगत्यां तरङ्गमाला क्षणभङ्गुरेव प्राणापहारैकपरा नराणां मनोहारितया हरन्ति रक्तच्छदाश्चञ्चलषट्पदाक्ष्यः विषद्रुमालोललताः स्त्रियश्च इतोऽन्यतश्चोपगतामुधैव समानसङ्केतनिबद्धभावाः यात्रा समासङ्गसमानराणां कलत्रमित्रव्यवहारमाया प्रदीपशान्तिशिवभुक्तभूरि दशाश्वति स्नेहनिबन्धनीषु संसारमालासु चलाचलासु न ज्ञायते तत्त्वमतात्विकीषु संसार संरंभ कुचक्रिकेयं प्रावृट्पयो बुद्बुद भंगुरापि असावधानस्य जनस्य बुद्धौ चिरस्थिर प्रत्ययमातनोति शोभोज्ज्वलादैव वशाद्विनष्टा गुणाः स्थिताः सम्प्रति जर्जरत्वे आश्वासनादूरतरं प्रयाता जनस्य हेमन्त इवाम्बुजस्य पुनः पुनर्दैव वशादुपेत्य स्वदेहभारेण कृतोपकारः विलोयते यत्र तरुः कुठारैः आश्वासने तत्र हि कः प्रसङ्गः मनोरमस्याप्यतिदोषवृत्तेः अन्तर्विधाताय समुत्थितस्य विषद्रुमस्येव जनस्य सङ्गात् आसाद्यते सम्प्रति मूर्छनैव कास्तादृशो यासु न सन्ति दोषाः कास्तादृशो यासु न दुःखदाः कास्ताः प्रजायासु न भङ्गुरत्वं कास्ताः क्रियायासु न नाम माया कल्पाविधानक्षणजीविनो हि कल्पौघसङ्ख्याकलने विरिञ्च्याः अतः कलाशालिनि कालजाले लघुत्वदीर्घत्वधियोऽप्यसत्याः सर्वत्र पाषाणमया महीद्रा वृदा महीदारुभिरेव वृक्षाः मांसैर्जनाः पौरुषवद्बद्धभावाः नापूर्वमस्तीह विकारहीनम् आलोक्यते चेतनयानुविद्धा पयोनुबद्धोस्तनयो नभस्ताः पृथग् विभागेन पदार्थलक्ष्म्या एतज्जगन्नेतदरस्ति नेतरदस्ति किञ्चित् चमत्कृतिश्चेह मनस्वि लोकः चेतश्चमत्कारकरी नराणां स्वप्नेऽपि साधो विषयं कदाचित् केषाञ्चिदभ्येति न चित्ररूपा अद्यापि याते बीजकल्पनाया आकाशवल्ली फलवन्महत्वे उदेति नो लोभलवाहतानाम् उदारवृत्तान्तमयी कथैव आदातुमिच्छन् पदमुत्तमानां स्वचेतसैवापहतोऽद्यलोकः पतत्यशङ्कं पशुरद्रिकूटा दानीकूटात् आनीलवल्ली फलवाञ्छयैव वान्तरन्यस्तनिरर्थकांश छायालता पत्रफलप्रसूनाः शरीर एव क्षतसम्पदश्च शुभ्रद्रुमा अद्यतना नराश्च क्वचिज्जनामार्दवसुन्दरेषु क्वचित् कठोरेषु च संसरन्ति देशान्तराळेषु निरन्तरेषु वनान्तखण्डेष्विव कृष्णसाराः धातुर्नवानि दिवसं प्रति भीषणानि रम्याणि वा विलुलितान्तमाकुलानि कार्याणि कष्टफलपाकहतोदयानि विस्मापयन्ति न शवस्य मनांसि केषां जन कामासक्तो विविध कुकुललाचेष्टन परः चतुस्वप्नेऽप्यस्मिन् जगति सुलभो नाद्य सुजनः क्रिया दुःखा संगा विदुर विदुरानूनमखिला न जाने नेतव्या कथमिव दशा जीवितमयी इति आर्षे श्री वासिष्ठ महारामायणे वाल्मीकीये वैराग्य प्रकरणे निःश्रेयस विरोधि भाव अनित्यता प्रतिपादनं नाम 27तमः सर्गः. Okay, wonderful. The 28th is Sarva Bhava Avirata Vipariyasa Pratipadana. 29 is Sakala Padartha Anasta Pratipadana. 30th one Prayojana Kathanam Sarga. 31 Raghava Prashna. Then 32 Navaschara Sadhuvada. 33 also Navaschara Mahichara Sammelanam. With this, first Vairagya Prakaranam concludes. So we will do the 27th Adhenam from tomorrow. Big shlokas, you saw them. So 41 shloka, not less than 7 days it will take for us, 6 or 7. Jai Se Prabhu Chahe. We'll do the conclusion today. Shanti Om Bhurvasva Pranaya Madhya. Thank you for your patience. Om na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhanti kuto yamagni tameva bhantamanamati tasya vasa नारायण नमो ब्रह्मादिव्य मंगल आम ब्रह्म लोकादेवी। बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। बोल श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास भगवान की जय। बोल श्री योगाश महारामायण शास्त्र की जय। समस्त ऋषि देवता गण की जय। स्वतस्थ पुराणिता शास्त्र की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। आज के आनंद की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद। जानकी जीवन स्मृति राम राम। अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि पराशक्ति माता। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मुमुक्षु मुक्त गण की जय। भारत माता की जय। सनातन धर्म की जय। वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय। आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय। थैंक यू मित्रों, योर काइंड सपोर्ट हियर, समथिंग वी आर एबल टू सी. Yes.